Hi YouTube, what's going on? Deborah here. Today I'm off to Undercover Cars, which is a classic and collectible car dealership here in Capalaba, Queensland, where they have some awesome vehicles for me to look at today. I'm going to speak to a gentleman named Ron McCann about the beauties that he has there in his showroom today. So enjoy and let's check these things out. This is the 1941 Cadillac convertible with a massive V8 hydromatic transmission designed by Harley Earl. Now, Mr. McCann told me before, not only is this bonnet decoration a beautiful Art Deco's aesthetic, but that, I won't do it, is actually a handle to lift up the bonnet. The back wheel spats. I sat in this just before. That seat is sprung and like a lounge inside your living room. So comfortable. Awesome dash. All the Art Deco styling. And the other cool thing about this is they'd have to specifically tell new Cadillac owners where the opening for the petrol cap is, because you don't want anything to ruin the aesthetic of the outside. But again, I won't lift it up, but if you lift up this back, that's where the petrol cap is, underneath there. I also learnt today that Cadillac is the upper range of GM, so under the umbrella of GM, and hence the number plate with a beautiful boot opening as well. Stunning vehicle. I could so see myself driving that. It does get driven. It's owned by the owner of this dealership, and it gets driven. He said that it's a 100-mile-an-hour vehicle. It goes really well at speed. Bit heavy. Your arms get a bit tired after driving it around for a day, but it goes like a dream still to this day. I love seeing these old girls out on the road. Right next to it is the Bonneville Coupe, which again is another car under GM label. This is a 1961 model Pontiac with the 60s styling, again in such magnificent condition. Just squeeze myself up between these two beauties. Don't want to scratch them, don't want to touch them. Awesome leather interior, fantastic condition. Look at that 60s styling in there. What strikes me about these cars is how big they are compared to a modern car. I mean, you know they're big, but when you're standing next to them, those tail lights, it's literally like a boat. And next to it here, right up against the wall, so it's going to be a bit hard for me to get a shot of the front, is a Buick. Again, under the umbrella of GM. This is a 1969 model. The head seats, the headrest started coming in about this stage. Really nice car. This one is for sale. If you want to buy one, contact Undercover Cars. I just love the little extra details. The speakers between the back seats there. You probably see the roof and the windows reflecting on that paintwork. Electroglide by Buick. And over here is the oldest one here today. think it's a 1927 Chevrolet. Not in perfect condition, but drivable and certainly very beautiful, with the leaf spring suspension at the front. Little side curtains. See if I can get a shot inside. It's a bit hard, these plastic windows. But again, I just love seeing these old cars on the road. I just think, oh yeah, good thing. There you are, 100 years old. You're still doing it. Awesome sideboards. A little plate to wipe your feet in before you get in the car. Complete with a little lip. I don't know if you can see that. Just scrape the bottom of your shoes before you get in. The bonnet's up on this, so let me go around and get a shot of the engine. So different to what's under the bonnet of a modern car. But magnificent nonetheless. Now this beauty over here, the Fairlane, the most expensive Fairlane ever produced. This is owned by Mr. McCann as well personally. I think it's a 1957. There you go, it says on the front 1957 in its original colours of the sky blue and cream. This car was one of the first cars, if not the very first car. Obviously it's a convertible here, but underneath this massive boot that it has here, underneath the dash, again, awesome dash. Look at that pearly steering wheel, magnificent. There's a button to push. This boot lifts up and a hard top comes out and seals that roof, which is pretty modern really for 1957. We might see it in convertibles of today, but you didn't really see it at the time. This was the first car to ever have that. And this girl gets driven as well. So straight. All in original condition. Look at those hubcaps. White wall tyres. Absolutely gorgeous. And now for something a little bit different. Over here, 1976 Volkswagen camper van. She's in good nick as well. Lovely and straight. Original leather inside. The driver's seat is quite well worn. Obviously she's been taken out quite a bit. And I don't know if you can see down there, the accelerator pedal is foot shaped, which I thought was nice, funny, cute, little, awesome addition. Those back seats up there fold down for a flat bed in the back. A few little marks. She's a working girl. And hopefully she's had some awesome adventures. If only she could talk. And I particularly like this. The little eyelids over the headlights. Super cool. Again, this one's for sale. For your purchasing pleasure, if you should so desire. Right. Oh, what a lovely tone, deep rumble. Oh, I smell that petrol too. 1964 Triumph. Cute little thing. I like the bug-eyed headlights on it. A pretty cool emblem on the bonnet there as well. A little bit worn, but hey, who isn't a little bit worn at the age of 58, hey? Soft top, petrol cap on the back, and a super cute little rear. Who doesn't like a super cute little rear, I ask you? Classic Volkswagen. She's for sale also. Very good condition. A friend of my parents had one of these when I was a kid, and I do particularly remember that big central dial on the dash. '69 model. With that classic cute bonnet that she has. This over here, for our overseas viewers, you may not know what this is. This is a Holden, which is Australia's version of GM. This is a 1994 V8 Senator HSV, which is Holden Special Vehicles. When this thing came out, it was the bee's knees. Huge big V8. Pretty reasonably priced. She's about to become a little bit more collectible. She's not quite 30 years old yet. Pretty good inside. Whoever owned this car is for sale as well. It's on consignment. And whoever owned this spent a lot of money upkeeping it. Money they probably won't get back, but obviously a labour of love. And she's very, very well looked after. Nice and straight. With a thundering V8 in it. Now this here is one of my favourite vehicles that are here in the showroom today. 74 450 SLC Mercedes, and I remember these from when I was a kid. Just love the styling of this. Love those chrome arch wheels there. Original wheels, which are probably, I think, a little bit small for the car, but they are original. So that's why they're on there. But I really, really love this horizontal grille. One of the first cars that went from the vertical grille of Mercedes to the horizontal one, and I think it stands the test of time. It's styling, it's still elegant. Really, really beautiful. There's a TVR over there. Sorry, just having more conversation. Mr. McCann has given me a lot of his time talking about these cars today, which I very much appreciate. So this is the TVR. And it was very well looked after by its owner, fastidiously looked after by its owner. It's a 1983 model, and I can only imagine, I don't remember these from the 80s, but I can only imagine how hot that would have been in 1983 when that came out. Can imagine Don Johnson in Miami Vice in that. 96, 64 Daimler. Classic shape, elegant, classic. Big V8 in that. Just a super elegant car. Good design, always stands the test of time. It doesn't matter how old it is. Just still looks awesome. And she is for sale also. Carmen Gear. 1973 model. She's very straight, very original colours. White wall tyres. White roof. And super neat inside. These were cute cars. That sort of rounded shape at the front. Reminds me of like a cartoon whale or something. It's big bug eyes. And this is pretty cool. Probably the best model in Australia. The wood panelling. It's called a Country Squire. Immaculate inside. Beautifully restored. Excellent condition. Love that V8 symbol. Always love that V8 symbol. It's a 1954 model. A huge big engine bay. Tons and tons of room under there. And of course, there's the business end right there. All that beautiful chrome on the front. I'm just at the front glass window of this showroom, so it's a bit hard to get along and show you all that classic 50s styling. Very neat. Gorgeous. There's a Jag, V8 Jag, 1983 model. I just like looking at engines. Sorry for all the pictures of engine bays, but I adore them. And the big cat on the front. She's for sale also. Original interior. Goes like the clappers apparently. So feel free to contact them and take her out for a dance. She deserves the dance. And this here is beautiful as well. 1963 Mustang coupe with the fastback. So much more attractive and slick and sleek looking than the coupe, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Not that that matters. The fastbacks being so much more valuable as well than the coupes. Really nice example. Fantastic inside. And I can only imagine the joy that this girl would bring to its new owner, whoever may be the lucky person to purchase her and take her home. Super nice. Look at that. Big fat wheels, just beautiful. And this here is my other favourite. Again, for non-Australians out there, this is a 1974 XYGT with a 351 V8 engine in it, in a colour called Yellow Fire, I believe. This is a real daffodil yellow. Sorry, it's a 1972. Got that wrong. But she's absolutely stunning. Little Roadrunner symbol on it. Kangaroo. Let me get a bit closer so you can see the kangaroo flames coming out the back of it. If that's not Australia, what is? You can see the reflections. There's absolutely no dents in this car whatsoever. It's straight as a die. My parents had an XY, not a station wagon, just an ordinary sedan when I was a kid. But looking at the dash and everything in here just brings back such memories. That sort of curved shape of the dash and the dials, all those buttons, the door cards inside. Reminds me of my childhood. Who doesn't love a little bit of nostalgia every now and then? Ours was British racing green with gold stripes up the side. Not a GT, but still an awesome car with a huge V8 in it that just sounds absolutely magnificent. And this one is for sale as well. These cars are becoming exceptionally collectible now. I don't think the one that we had when I was a younger kid was worth a whole heap. But now they're getting on in years and becoming more and more rare. They're getting to be very rare and very expensive. So there's a bit of an Australian classic muscle for you. You could drive this anywhere and you'd have people flocking to you like a magnet. Beautiful car. That might have to be my favourite actually in this whole showroom. That and that. Maybe I could get both. What do you think? Now I apologise for the engine noise. This is quite a main road, big concrete truck as you can see. The classic Boral, which I'm sure you guys have everywhere. This is a 1935 Warband that is also the possession of the owner. And I've just brought you out to show you this thing. Because wow, just wow. Look at those huge pipes there, supercharged. And again, all these old cars, wow. Another amazing engine bonnet. Soft top, amazing inside. Mr. McCann is one lucky man. Someone who's managed to turn his lifelong passion into a vocation, which you can only respect and admire. Stunning. Well, thanks for joining me today to check out those beautiful old girls. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have. I've just had another chat with Ron for another 10 minutes or so. The man is so knowledgeable and he's been very generous with his time today. So thank you, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.